Video location, Amtil, Bedfordshire, yes, still at home. Video title, Understanding Your Why. I hope you're well. I have completely lost track of how many weeks we have been stuck in the house now for, but I thought I'd just take the time just to follow up on what I've recently been talking about, which is the reasons we do what we do, understanding your why. If you're anything like me, and hopefully you're not, you've been thinking a little bit during this time about your productivity. I've got all of this time. I could do all of these things, including doing absolutely nothing at all, but I'm not a complete time waster. So what can I do? And there's been other days in which I've actually done quite a lot, and I've got to the end and it's never quite been enough. In his TED talk, Tony Robbins talks about the lesson that's never really mastered is the art of fulfillment. And what's bringing me to productivity in this time is remembering why I do what I do. The world as we know it has completely stopped. And what this brings us is a real opportunity to assess what we did before, why we did it, and whether we'd like to continue doing that into the future. You may or may not have seen, a couple of years ago I did a video about the programme Love Island. I can't stand programmes like that. And I ask people, why do you watch that programme? And they say, oh, it's just entertainment or something like that. I haven't yet heard a valuable reason. Why? Because I don't believe there is a valuable reason to spend time watching programmes like that. And deep down, I don't think they do either. During this time, I've been using the app Duolingo to try and improve on my Spanish a little bit. And whilst there's a page loading, it says something like 15 minutes a day of learning a language can really improve picking up that language. What can 15 minutes of social media do? Boom! That really hit me hard. We have so much time for wasting, but we never really have enough time to do the things that hold value. We never really have enough time to work out, to go and text or call a loved one, to read a book, or to do something of value. I believe that our news feeds are just feeding on our time and leaving us hungry. What is it that we need to reassess during this time in order to better our lives? If you go out and drink a lot, for example, on a weekend, are you doing that for you or are you doing that for other people? Why do you find yourself living like that? If you find yourself talking negatively about people, whether that be face-to-face or on social media, why do you find yourself doing that? If you're doing something, getting up late, committing to a sport, why is it that you do what you do? If you want to help people, why do you feel like that's important? You see, we all have reasons for doing something. And in figuring out what that why may be, we can actually learn a lot about ourselves. I had the majority of my life being the class clown, making other people laugh in order to give myself some self-gratification. And the sad part about that is it usually meant bringing someone else down in order to make me feel good. I did some absolute ridiculous things for the benefit of other people. And it wasn't until I looked at why did I see my own imperfections and want to do something about them. I once heard that dead fish go with the flow. I don't want to be the guy that just follows my mates into a load of mess because, oh, that's what everyone else does. I don't think I'm called as a Christian to be that guy. I believe that we were all called to have purpose and know why we do what we do, to have reason for everything we do. I'm not saying meeting friends is a negative thing at all, but I'm challenging you in having a reason for doing that. And if you've got a reason that for you feels good, then fine, but know that reason. When I explored the whole faith thing, it gave me a reason why. I'm not perfect. That's why we need a saviour. Phew, I can stop searching for perfection. I'm uniquely made. Phew, I don't need to pretend to be someone I'm not. I'm made for knowing him and making him known. Phew, I don't need to find identity in my job, in making money, or to looking good for other people. Why do you do the things that you do? Thanks, guys.